Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yesterday we only spoke about the chance that Ethereum has to break above 1940 and that the next target would be the $2,000 level. I didn't think that when I wake up we're already there, so it's just crazy. We had some crazy volatility this week in the market, and it has kind of shown us and everybody that you can't take anything for granted. There are key scenarios we can follow, and we can try to understand the chart here, especially short term. But we need to be a bit flexible at the moment, and to look at that 2 or 3 key options that we have here, and then just build our strategies around that. So there are 2 or 3 options here available as well, but the higher we go, the less likely the more bearish one becomes. So again, I showed you yesterday my primary expectation. The primary expectation assumed that we will go higher here in a third wave. Now we did not finish, or we did finish this wave 2 apparently in green. But maybe before we get into that, let's just zoom out a little bit and talk to you about the key options here again. Take a zoom out, look at what the week did. Overall primary expectation, we start with that one, Start with the primary one. Primary expectation is that we created here our wave 1 and our wave 2. We moved up in a wave 3, we moved down in a wave 4. And that we are now still in this wave 5, and that within the wave 5, we have now seen a wave 1 and a wave 2, and that we are now in the third wave that you can see up there in white. Okay, that's sort of the primary expectation, and within that you've got subwaves as well. I don't want to confuse you now, but this is kind of the primary expectation, that the 5th wave is not yet finished. We've only just done the 1 and the 2, and we're pushing higher, so we're still sort of in the middle of that. We're not towards the end of that as per the primary expectation. Therefore the target range stretches out all the way to nearly $2,500, and to be fair, the target range begins at $2,050, and we've already reached 2023. So also this target range is nearly reached. Looks amazing. Okay. I think Ethereum is really kicking butt here. I mean, I talked about the probabilities for the bullish scenario being above 50%. So making the bullish scenario my primary expectation at 1350. There's a lot of bears out there still. A lot of bears. On every second YouTube channel I see very, very bearish calls still for the crypto market, and Ethereum is just kicking butt. It's currently working out. The bullish scenario is working out. I started to count this bullish from down here. I remember when we counted this as a first wave up already on the 26th of June. Of course, at the time we didn't know if it was really the bullish scenario. Therefore, I was very cautious and gave it only, I believe, 40% probability back then. But then when we broke above the 1280 level, I made it my primary expectation. So it's always important to follow the waves. It's normal that in a bear market people are bearish and they call out very, very bearish price levels. I still see it in the comments, and that's normal in a bear market. It will change. And be careful to follow YouTubers or influencers that are just trying to make more and more bearish calls. It's the same for Bitcoin, because in a bear market a lot of people think bearish, they get more views. But what I always try to analyze just according to the waves and what the market is telling me. I try not to be following my bias or anything. Trying to stay objective here and try to just follow what the waves are telling us. And that is how I could make you aware already back in November that we would come into the current price ranges for Ethereum and Bitcoin, where everybody was still bullish. And everybody was still bullish until we broke 30k for Bitcoin. And then suddenly everybody got bearish, even though it should be the other way around. We got bearish back in November and became bullish below 30k. And I think this is working out at the moment for, we didn't get bullish for Bitcoin below 30k. We got bullish for Bitcoin when we hit the 17.5k. Because until then I told you the structure that Bitcoin was doing wasn't really anything bullish. So currently this is all working out. Of course you never know the future, but trying to follow the waves I think is the best way to do it. The lower level ones, yes, they get often invalidated, or at least sometimes. That's purely because different options are available and we just can try to figure out what the market is doing on the short term. The larger waves, they stay stable. As you can see here, that 1, 2, 3, 4 has been there for weeks. Okay, and we also hit the target here for the wave 3, we hit the target for the wave 4, giving us more confidence in this wave count, and it's currently working out. Yeah. So the other option is, and also in this scenario we can push higher, the other option is that the wave 5 was already finished here, and that all we're doing here at the moment is a wave A down, complete, a wave B to the upside as long as it stays in 3 waves, and there will be an overshooting wave B that could stretch out to $2,200, no problem, and then we would come down in wave C. These are the two options where you just simply don't know which one is going to work out, and therefore if you don't know, you just follow your risk management, right? As a trader, for example, as an investor, either you move up your stop loss or you start to take some profits, because at some point this kicking the butt will end, okay, and we're going to come down. This is absolutely possible, likely, yeah, guaranteed. We will come down at some point. We will do this wave 2, but until we do this wave 2, obviously we could move we could move higher in the overshooting wave B. We can also move higher in this impulsive wave structure, depending on which scenario is working out. We haven't even reached my target area. So in September is the merge. A lot of bullish calls for options. Yeah, there's estimates for Ethereum 2,400, 2,800. I've even seen an Ethereum $5,000 call. Yeah, so for September. Now 5,000, not convinced. Okay, but even if this is playing out right, it could move higher here in a wave 1, in the wave 5 of the wave 1, finish that off, come down, and then rush up in a wave 3 massively. If that all happens before September, congratulations. Then I will buy in this area down here, yeah, and I will make channel members, of course, aware when I buy. I've got my buy order set already, but that might move depending on how high we go here. Okay, so in the primary expectation then that we're following, that we can push higher and that we made the wave 1 here in green, we came down in the 2, we missed slightly the target range here by $25, I think. So I'm going to take it out. Told you yesterday, if we move above the wave B, really good indication that wave 2 is already finished. We did that, and then the break above wave 1 was the evidence, wasn't it? The fact that we retraced only a little bit, I think it was the 23.6% fib level in that wave 2 in green, just shows how bullish we are for Ethereum still, and it really indicates that we are now in this third wave. Now we calculated yesterday the target for this third wave in green, pushing all the way, and this is now even more bullish because we didn't retrace that much. Yeah, so I mean, I'm starting to think, is this all realistic? So that would take us to $2,300 in itself. Yeah, that wave 3 in green, and then you still have to finish all the other waves. Now we need to be careful. This is getting out of control here. Yeah. But it just shows you why the target area is so large. I might have to extend that even further, but I first want to see a little bit of the movements play out here. So again, it's just the old saying, even if it's a bit of a silly one, but the trend is your friend until the end. We have to be aware that at any point this could be finished, but the primary scenario suggests we can push much higher actually. Okay, and this might, you know, this might play out until September, and then we might see the wave 2 correction, or we might see the wave 2 correction before that, and then before September move up in a massive wave 3. That can take us above $3,000, the way it seems like at the moment. Okay, so yeah, exciting times here about Ethereum. Really interesting what's playing out here at the moment. It's following the bullish scenario. The bullish one, as I said before, I give a 65% probability here for Ethereum. That will go up if we come down in the end in 3 waves, reach the wave 2 target area where I will accumulate, and then move up in a first very small 5-wave structure. That's the best evidence we can get that the low for Ethereum was in, and then I will give it probably like a 75 to 80% probability. 80 is maybe a bit too large, but probably a 75% probability that the low is already in for Ethereum. So exciting times. Congrats for anybody who followed basically the call down here that we could be bullish now, but again, it was very early, and everybody who wants to wait for confirmation, I always say that, but it can take a while to get that confirmation, needs to wait for the first 5-wave move to the upside. Now the 5th wave here is extending now. Needs to wait for that 5th wave to the upside and then come down in an ABC pattern. Yep. And I said it before, a lot of people always try to trade the smallest waves here. Had you just bought at 1350, for example, yeah, you would probably be in more profit than many people who try to trade and they chase all the smallest waves. Now, there will be the people who outperformed everybody, and that's great. But I'm just saying, for the majority of people, don't just try to trade every small waves. Have the longer term view in mind. It is oftentimes much more fruitful. Okay, and then just take profits when you get towards the end of the larger waves. Alright, and that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Tomorrow in the live stream for members, we're going to talk about preparing your portfolio for the bull run. And also, what are we going to do? As a channel member, you see my own buy and sell orders. Bear in mind, I'm not day trading. You see, you get access to the Telegram live chats. You see lots of announcements from myself and the team, signals for gold members, stocks and shares updates for gold members as well, and so on. So yeah, it's a great community, and check it out if you're interested. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.